Hello. Hello, my name is David Park, and I'll be doing a presentation on Herbie Hancock. Next slide. Who is Herbie Hancock? Herbie Hancock is one of the greatest jazz piano players of all time in around the mid 1900s. And he was most famous for his implementation of new technologies in jazz music. He also played with Miles Davis, one of the most influential jazz trumpeters. Next slide. Now, Herbie Hancock was born in Chicago, Illinois on April 12, 1940. At the mere age of 11, he performed Mozart's Concerto D major piano piece, and it was a very technical and difficult piece, which is very impressive for someone who was so young. He then went to Grinnell College, Iowa, where he studied electrical engineering initially, but then decided to switch his major to music composition. Next slide. Herbie Hancock's inspirations, according to the National Endowment for the Arts, were Bill Evans and Oscar Peterson's, who were very influential piano players. They both were insanely talented and crafted for their arts. Next slide. In his early career, after college, he joined Donald Byrd's jazz group in 1961. There, he published his debut album, Taken Off. Now, after 2 years of performing, Miles Davis actually encountered Herbie Hancock's performance and was thoroughly impressed with his work. So he invited Herbie Hancock to his band, and he joined in 1963. And there, Herbie Hancock performed with Miles Davis for 5 years, and there he was established as one of the greats. Next slide. Later, Herbie Hancock formed a quartet, and there he made his one of the most iconic albums, Headhunters, in 1973. After that, he made a band called VSOP. VSOP was a band that was made of the Miles Davis original band, but since Miles Davis wasn't available, he was replaced by Freddie Hubbard. Next slide. Now, Herbie Hancock has had many achievements throughout his life. And according to the Herbie Hancock Institute of Jazz, he has published over 40 albums and 14 Grammys. Now, these 40 albums, I went through his discography, and I've discovered that he's recorded around 64 albums, including all the soundtracks he did for movies. And he also won Grammy Album of the Year in 2008, which is the first jazz album to do that in 43 years, which is thoroughly impressive. And of course, an achievement is that he's known as one of the greatest piano players of all time. Next slide. Now, could you click on the YouTube video? This link right here goes to Herbie Hancock's performance with Miles Davis. This was 1964 in Italy when they were touring around, and it was a very you have to control click on it. So right here, this is Herbie Hancock, and he's playing the piano. And this is actually colorized. Originally, the footage was in black or white, but it's colorized just for viewing enjoyment. And you can see right here, there's the bass player and the drum player. And then if you see, Miles Davis actually played the trumpet, so he's not shown here. Yeah, that's Herbie Hancock again. And yeah, could you pause it? And here are my sources that I've used for the presentation. And I want to thank you for listening to my speech. And I want to wish you a good day, night, or whatever time it is. Thank you.